can't whistle. Oh well. Hopefully that does not change everybody's opinion. Okay. I just know it's working. That's all I needed. But yeah, so basically today we are continuing to rank all the MCU characters. We made some good progress last time, but we're far from complete. And also just chatting like versus series and video stuff in the background because that's fun. So, because I got a bunch of projects lined up. So my mood is very much focused in on there. These are the rankings, by the way. These are all the titles. You probably should have watched part 1. We had fun. I think you guys had fun. I did. So anyway, let's get straight to it because we've got a bunch of characters to rank. Actually, maybe less than I thought because no, we still do have a lot. I know because we're not doing the Netflix shows because I haven't seen them, and that takes up like a huge majority. But the thing is that we still have a ton of characters even then. So anyway, let's just get straight on to it. Yeah, just comment literally anything in the chat, and we'll just discuss. Whether it be versus, or video, or MCU rank. So, we got Baby Groot. Yeah, Baby Q, he's fine. He's fine. He's tolerable. That's all I have to say about him. I don't think he's as cute as everybody's saying he is. He's just a merchandise item. Ego, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good villain. He serves his purpose well. That's all he really does. Mantis is fine. Mantis is... I'll put her in pretty good. She deserves it. This random guy. Clearly, I'm not invested in this character. Nor the weird golden lady. Yeah, I'm not really invested in the weird gold lady, so... Taserface. Love his name, so I have to put him in all right, because... Not an interesting character, but... His name is Taserface. And that's hilarious. Alright, Adrian Toomes is Vulture. Oh, I know what they did to him in Morbius, and I'm not okay with that. But I'm still going to put him in really great, because he's the best part of Spider-Man Homecoming, and I don't even like that movie. But he is by far the best part of it, so I'll put him in really great. Ned's fine, he's good. Ned is definitely better than the two Harry Osborns. I mean, his actor is not a criminal, and he doesn't have bad writing. I'll put him in really great. He's a great sidekick for Tom Holland Spider-Man, I think. He fits. This version of MJ, this is the Tom Holland version. I don't think Gwen or the Tobey variant of MJ is here. I know Tobey and Andrew are, but I don't think their love interests are. She's fine. I'll put her in pretty good. I don't buy their relationship in Far From Home. After seeing Homecoming, they're like really awkward. And then No Way Home worked, but it wasn't built up correctly, in my opinion. Liz is fine. Got nothing wrong with her. Same with this guy, Miles' uncle. He's fine. Not really invested in either of the Shockers. They're just kind of there. The Scorpion, who we never got to see. Betty Brant, not really invested. Neither am I really invested in the teacher. I don't even know who this is, so clearly I'm not invested. The bully was pretty good. The Flash Thompson of this universe, he was pretty good. He wasn't that bad. The Karen AI. Nope, nada. I do not like the Karen AI. She wasn't annoying, she just had no purpose in the story. Like, she brought nothing. And it just felt way too Iron Man-y, if you know what I mean. It was just too Iron Man-y. Was not my thing. So there you go. Hela from Thor Ragnarok. I like Hela quite a bit. She's one of the better villains, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to put her in highly enjoyable. She was a very good villain, in my opinion. Maybe not the most three-dimensional, but she was fun to watch. Oh, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, this guy. He was pretty good. He served his purpose. He was a good actor. He was a good character. Valkyrie was, again, she was fine. I'll put her with Grandmaster. I'll put her with Grandmaster. Scourge. Oh yeah, Scourge is cool. Scourge had a cool character arc. I'll even put him in pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna put him in pretty good. I did it. I said it. Okay. Korg. Meek isn't as funny as Korg, so they're not gonna go together. So Korg is gonna go. Korg is just funny. So I'm gonna say Love to Death because he's just so funny, but he's not like a best. Meek. Well, can you have Korg without Meek? I don't know, man. They kind of go together like something that goes together. So I'm gonna have to put them together because they are very impactful. This character, meh. I don't even remember their name. Surtur was cool. They're fine. Oh, this was Black Panther's girlfriend. Yeah, she's fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I don't remember a lot of the characters from Black Panther, and that's sad because I know a lot of them are really good. I haven't watched that movie. Okoye, she's pretty good. Killmonger is really good. Killmonger is a really good character. He's definitely one of the better villains. Do I want to put him in really great or highly enjoyable? I'm going to put him in highly enjoyable. He was a really solid villain. Shuri was pretty good, just like Okoye. M'Baku was all right. M'Baku was pretty good. This is the dad. I'm gonna have to put him in meh, and then Black Panther's mom, meh. Oh, this was the guy who he helped Thor make the axe. Yeah, he was fine. He was a side character, so he was fine. Ebony Maw he wasn't the main villain, but he served his purpose, so I'll put him in pretty good. Corvus Glaive, Cull Obsidian, and Proxima Midnight. Character-wise, they're just kind of bleh. This is who is it? Hank Pym's wife. Where did I put Hank Pym? Where did I put Hank? I don't know where I put Hank Pym. I think I put him in pretty good. Yeah, I did. She was alright. Just fine. She's fine. I'm trying to rush through a couple of these that I don't have a lot to say about because there are a lot of characters and I want to get through as many of them as I can. And then maybe move on to other tier lists and other discussions. This guy, he was not great. He was not great at all. Kind of boring, actually. Ghost. I'm not really invested in this person. Jimmy Woo, I was not invested in until WandaVision, and so now I'm going to have to put him in All Right because WandaVision exists. Captain Marvel. I am not a big Captain Marvel fan. I feel like she's fine, I guess. She's fine in her own movie, and I don't know. She just does not intrigue me the same way some of the other characters do. Like, I'm not hyped up to see Captain Marvel. She's just really powerful. But I don't know. She doesn't have the same kind of character as some of the other characters that I enjoy more. Oh, this is the Skrull dude. He was pretty good. I think I actually like the Skrull more than Captain Marvel. That's weird. I'm saying a whole bunch. Hang on. Oh, never mind. I was confused on something. Okay. Yonrog. He was the main bad guy. He's same with Supreme Intelligence. All of the other like background Kree are just not interesting, you know. Goose the cat. He was at least funny. I don't like that he is the reason for Nick Fury's eye, but and then Maria Rambeau, she was fine as well. She exists. She exists. Not top tier for me. Oh, Tony's daughter. Tony's daughter's pretty fine. I'll put her in pretty good. She was fine. Hawkeye's daughter. Oh, they're kids, so I won't be too mean to them. Mysterio. Jake Gyllenhaal. He's fine. I'll say he's pretty good. Oh, is this MCU J Jonah Jameson, or is this the Tobey Maguire variant? We're gonna say that this is the Tobey Maguire version because that's the pinnacle of J Jonah Jameson. So, and if this is the JJJ from the Raimiverse, and we're gonna say it is, we might have to put him in top tier. He's like the best supporting character. He's one of the best supporting characters in a superhero movie. He's great. Maybe I might have to put him in Love to Death, but I put Strange Supreme in top tier, so maybe he can stay up here. I might have to. I'll just put him in Love to Death because I do love him to death, but he's not like a best. Yelena Belova. Yelena is the best part about Black Widow, and anyone who tries to argue with me, yeah, no, you're not allowed to argue with me, actually. And she was a standout. I'm gonna have to put her in Love to Death. I haven't seen enough of her character to put her in the higher tiers, but she has the potential to go to the higher tiers from what I've seen so far. Oh, this is the dad from Black Widow. The mom, not really invested. Dracoff, nope. I don't even... Nada. Dracoff is not for me. He isn't interesting. He's really boring. He's messy. Taskmaster, you are trash can worthy. You might as well just be an AI. You might as well just not even be Taskmaster. You can just be a robot with no dialogue. Sheesh. I think Malekith has more personality. Well, no, that's an insult. No. Even Taskmaster has more personality than Malekith. Poor Malekith. I'm not sorry though. I hate him. You'll never guess what my least favorite Marvel movie is. Oh, this is Elaine from Seinfeld, but in the Marvel universe. She was all right. Again, I haven't seen a whole bunch of her because she's been in so little of the MCU, but I get the feeling we'll see more of her. Shang Chi. I like Shang Chi. He is shaping up to be a really good MCU character. Do I want to put him in highly enjoyable, or I'm going to put him in highly enjoyable. Because I don't know if I want to put him in love to death. He could reach the higher tiers, though. Like, for the trajectory they're going with him, he totally could be. Nah, I'm going to keep him there. Oh, this is Awkwafina. Awkwafina was good. Awkwafina was... I'm going to put her in the same tier as Shang-Chi, because they really do go together so well as, like, a dynamic duo. Gwen Wu, on the other hand. Gwen Wu was a really good villain. He was... I was astounded. I'm going to have to put him in love to death. He was a strong, strong villain. This is the sister. The sister was good too. Sister was... I'll put her in really great. She's more of a side character, but she works. This is the aunt. This is the aunt. She's fine. She exists. She's fine. Oh, this is the guy with the sword. He was meh. I didn't outright hate him. He was just a cool boss battle. He was the main fighter during the train sequence. And that gives him a lot of points because that sequence was amazing. It's an amazing sequence. This is the mom. Meh. She wasn't around long enough for me to care. This guy... Morris! Yay, it's Morris. I like Morris. I like me, Morris. Where's Trevor? I gotta put him with Trevor. Yeah, he's going with Trevor Slattery. I love Morris. Oh, now we're getting into the Eternals, and then we get into the Disney Plus shows. Okay, we're doing the movies and then the shows. All right. So Cersei. I don't get why people don't like Cersei. I think she's really cool. So, really pretty, actually, as well. Should add that. Cersei... I'm going to put Cersei at, like, pretty good, but she's, like, really... I'm actually going to put her really great. Really great. I think she was a solid introduction. She was a really interesting character. She was decent. Ajak was solid. Salma Hayek gives an amazing performance for the limited time that she has in the film. So I'm going to have to put her at pretty good. I think if she'd been in the movie longer, she would have reached higher tiers. So, Dane! I like Dane. I actually like Dane quite a bit. He was cool. He was cool. Do I want to put him in alright? I'll put him in pretty good. I feel like we're going to see more of him, and that's really exciting. Arishem, the big giant guy. Arishem's alright. He seems scary enough. This guy is not really invested. He was the deviant. He was the boring deviant. Icarus, the main villain of Eternals. Pretty much. I'll put him in really great. Along with Cersei. His morals were interesting. They were interesting enough to follow. Athena. Angelina Jolie in the Marvel Universe. God help us all. I'll put her in pretty good. She wasn't one of my favorite characters, but she was solid enough. Kingo was the comic relief of this movie. He was very funny. He and Druig are probably my two favorite Eternals. I'm gonna have to put Kingo in highly enjoyable. Let's find Druig. Where's Druig? There's Druig. I really like Druig with his mind control. Druig to me is the most interesting of the Eternals. He really is the most interesting. So I'm gonna have to put him in highly enjoyable, and he's gonna be the highest ranked Eternal. I already know that. Sprite's fine. She's probably my least favorite, but she exists. Phastos, he's alright. Phastos is an alright character. We didn't see a whole bunch of him. Makari. I liked Makari. I think she was cool. I'm gonna put her in pretty good. Along with Tina. Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was also pretty cool. I'll put him with some of his other Eternals. I'll put him with Thena. This was the butler. I forget his name, but he was funny. He and Kingo were really the comedy stars of this movie, so I'll put him at highly enjoyable. This is Star Fox. I'm not really invested because we've seen maybe 2 seconds of him, so I really can't judge him based off of that. And then you. That was the troll guy that came with him. God, I am so tired. Anyway. Alright, now we're getting into the characters from Spider-Man No Way Home. So this is Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, if you will. He's actually my second favorite of the live-action Spider-Man to Tobey. He's above Tom for me, so even though I think Tom's, well, I don't know. I'm going to put Andrew Garfield Spider-Man at love to death, but I'm going to put him above Tom Holland Spider-Man. I like him a little more. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, he is by far my favorite. Like, it's not even a competition at this point. He just blatantly is. I'm going to have to put him at top tier, man. Top tier character. He's amazing. So, what more can be said about Tobey? I think I relate to him the most, being socially awkward. Being kind of innocent. Kind of, for me. But he really is just an amazing character. So we're just going to go with it. Norman Osborn. I don't know if I can put him top tier. Like, top tier is just that exclusive. But he's going to go best, but also not. Best, but also not. He was amazing. He's an amazing character. Willem Dafoe killed it. Electro. If No Way Home hadn't come out, I probably would have put him in all right. But No Way Home did do a lot to fix him, so I'm going to put him in pretty good. Doc Ock. If we're counting just No Way Home, he was fine. But Spider-Man 2 exists, and since that's my favorite Marvel movie, spoiler alert, WandaVision's my favorite show, and this is my favorite movie, he is top tier as well. And he's like the perfect tragic villain, besides like Darth Vader. He's amazing. Lizard was really he was fine. I don't hate Lizard. He was just kind of boring. But I don't think people had a whole lot of faith in him. Because the directors chose to sideline him. Sandman's alright. He's decent. He good. Alright, now let's get into the shows. I've not seen the Netflix shows, so I can't really judge them. Can I? But Agatha Harkness, Agnes the Nosy Neighbor, also a dark eldritch witch. Good times. I really like Agatha. This might be controversial, but I think Agatha's highly enjoyable. She's dark, she's funny, she's evil. She's really good. Not three-dimensional, but good. Oh, this is the fake out Quicksilver. Not really invested. No, I'll put him in. He's fine. I don't care that he wasn't from the X-Men universe because I never watched the X-Men movies, so I don't care about them. I don't care about those characters. So, there you go. Billy and Tommy. Billy and Tommy were both fine. Excited for seeing them again in Multiverse of Madness. They'll be fun. Actually, I'll put them above. They're fine. I'll put them above their fake uncle. I'll put them in the all right category. Hayward. I know I'm supposed to hate Hayward, and that's the point. And he did his job so good. I'm actually gonna put him in all right because he was pretty good at what he was meant to be hated, and he served that role perfectly. So, White Vision, he's interesting. He's interesting enough. I just haven't seen a whole bunch of Evil Vision. So, I'll put him in all right. Monica Rambeau. Monica was sick. Monica was awesome. She was everything I think I wanted Captain Marvel to be. So I'm actually kind of hoping that Monica does become Captain Marvel. I'm actually going to put her in really great, actually. I'm going to put Monica in really great. She really was. She just stood out a lot. Now we're moving over to Falcon the Winter Soldier. Yay. That's totally my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show. John Walker. John Walker wasn't too bad, actually. He was, in my opinion, he was actually the best part of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Maybe apart from Sam's character arc, and I'm going to put him in pretty good. Hoskins. Why do I know all these names? This is crazy. I shouldn't know all these names. What is my mind filling up with useless information like this? Hoskins was, Hoskins was fine. He was fine. His death scene was shocking, though. Carly Morgenthau. Trash can worthy. Ugh. She might be the one villain I hate more than Malekith. Because Malekith, you don't have to sympathize with him. You hate him because he's so annoying and boring, but you don't have to sympathize with him. But they try and make you sympathize with Carly, even though there's no reason to be sympathized with. God. I really, really do not like Carly. Ugh. Okay, these two random people from Falcon the Winter Soldier, clearly I am not invested because I don't even know who they are. So, Sylvie. Sylvie basically represents all of the worst aspects of Loki cranked to 11. And it's not really her fault. She was put in a terrible situation that really made her become that. So I'm going to put her in really great. I think she really serves the Loki storyline very well. Oh, this is the Judge, Renslayer. Renslayer was a pretty solid villain, actually. She was a pretty solid villain, in my opinion. I'm going to have to put her in pretty good. So, Hunter B-15. Hunter B-15 was pretty good as well. I'm going to put Hunter B-15 in pretty good as well. Along with Renslayer, even though they were enemies. Owen Wilson. Yo, Owen Wilson. Wow. Of course he's going to go high. Of course he's going to go very high up. Ooh, I'm going to have to put him in Love to Death. I like Mobius. Mobius is cool. Alligator Loki. Oh my gosh, I love Alligator Loki. Alligator Loki is so funny. The fact that there's literally just a variant of Loki that's an alligator. Who knows? Maybe there's a version where Tony Stark's a hippo. Like, the possibilities are endless because of this guy. So, love to death. He's my favorite meme in the entire MCU. Even more so than Korg. Okay, this is President Loki. President Loki, even though he's like really not interesting and he's really just there as a side gag, he was pretty good actually because Tom Hiddleston played that variant so good. We got Kang. Jonathan Majors looks really promising in this role. He looks really promising. I've got to say, if he's going to be the new Thanos, he is quite a step away from Thanos, which I like. I like that he's different. I'm going to have to put him in really great. Jonathan Majors really sold him as a character. So I'm going to put him there. Alioth. The final battle with Alioth is one of my favorite Marvel fight scenes, and it's my favorite scene in Loki. But Alioth is just kind of a meh character overall. Oh, this is the clock. This is the clock. The clock lady's fine. Miss Minutes, that's her name. Classic Loki. Richard E. Grant. Again, classic Loki, like Strange Supreme, represents a lot with a little. They did a lot with a little with this character, and Richard E. Grant really sold him. Really sold him. Like, I totally bought this character. I'm even going to put him in Love to Death. Like, for the very little time, he really stole the show, especially with that final stand. That final stand was incredible. It's actually one of my favorite death scenes in the MCU, in my favorite scene in Loki, and one of my favorite scenes in the MCU. This is Boaster Loki? Boasting Loki? He was fine. He was fine. He served his purpose to be the betrayer. Kid Loki, I feel about the exact same. Kid Loki was really, really good. Wonder if they have MCU scenes. All right, now we're getting into What If. We've got the Watcher. Watcher's cool. I like Watcher's arc about how he doesn't interfere, and then ultimately he learns that he has to save the multiverse. I'm gonna put him in. I'll put him in really great. He was a really interesting character. Captain Carter. You see, Captain Carter, the issue with her is that with Steve Rogers, they were able to do the selfless, noble thing and make it work. And Captain Carter, she just kind of seems like the perfect super soldier. So I'm going to put her in pretty good. She just was not as interesting as some of the other characters. I don't know why she wasn't interesting, because she had every reason to be. She wasn't bad. She just wasn't interesting. Skinny Steve Rogers. I like Skinny Steve. I don't like him as much as Grown Steve, but that's because he didn't have the same character development as that. So I'll put him in pretty good, along with Captain Carter. Infinity Ultron. I like him just about the same. He is the most powerful MCU character. I think we can agree. I think we can agree that he is the strongest character in the entire MCU. I think we can firmly agree on that. Yeah, I'll put him in the same tier as Ultron, because he represents all the same things as Ultron. And his fight scenes, especially with the Watcher and with Strange Supreme, are just epic. T'Challa Star-Lord. He was cool. He was really, really cool. I'm going to put him in really great. His episode was so much fun. So much fun. Oh, this is Evil Hank Pym. I really liked Evil Hank Pym. I wish we got way more about him. I wish we got to see more of this universe that drove him to be Evil Hank Pym. But he was pretty good. He was a solid add-on to that series. Party Thor and Party Loki were kind of boring, kind of annoying, kind of frustrating. They weren't terrible, but they were just like, they leaned too much into the comedy to the point where it was kind of unbearable at times. So they're fine. There's not really a character in What If that's genuinely hateable. Gamora Thanos, her episode got cut, so she was only in the finale of What If. She was fine. She was fine in the role that she had. And lastly, we have the Hawkeye characters. Starting off, we've got Kate Bishop. She was a really solid introduction. I'm going to have to say Love to Death, I think. I'll put her with Yelena. Alright, this is the mom. Actually, I feel like all of these characters are going to go in similar tiers. Jack, Echo, and the other guy who I forget. The mom, I'm not invested in him. Jack's just the guy who enjoys sword fighting. Let's start with the mom. Meh. She was meh. Echo and Jack. Jack was alright, and so was Echo. Yeah, that's it. That's the MCU tier list. So at the way bottom, we have Carly Morgenthau and Tony Stark. So yeah. Anyway, guys, we finished the tier list. Yay. Bye.